Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we got Kodak Black on some New Jack acts, Webby on Mike Tyson, MO3, Boosie responds, and clues surrounding King Von, and Jay-Z. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source. If this is your first time to the channel, hit the thumbs up button if you feel any part of the content. Hit the subscribe button if you're feeling what you're getting, because what you got is what we give. And shout out to YouTube for resurrecting from the dead. The country got a little bit nervous. You almost made me pay for my own Netflix. Now let's start you off with some good news today, because apparently, right, it was my hope to find something positive to hit you with, given all the negative stuff that we've been covering. And for today, it feels like this is probably the best I can give you, right? So this is the best I could do, okay? Kodak Black, who was pulling a Nino Brown, shout out to New Jack City, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had Pookie personify Ice-T, the emergence of the crack era on film. The flick holds up, yo. And it was, I think, released back in like 89 or something like that. You see what I'm saying? If you haven't seen it, check the trailer. Trust me, it holds up. Juice, not so much. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, Kodak Black was having quite the year, right? He had constant complaints concerning the detention facility that he was being held in and was experiencing constant abuse at the hands of correction officers. But I said good news, right? Now, right now, we're in line for the roller coaster ride in eager anticipation. Not only has Kodak Black recently dropped an album, but according to his attorney, your boy dropped a bag of approximately $15K from prison to provide more than 1,000 turkeys to families in Pompano Beach, Florida. Yeah, that's right, wipe your face. You're like, yo, I thought this was good news, man. He's still in prison? Bro, what do you want, man? Okay, I tried, all right? Now, these artists don't make it easy. The turkeys were sent to Pat Larkin Community Center, and hundreds of people waited in line of cars to get their turkeys along with chips and soda. Respect. Yeah, that's beautiful stuff, man. Your boy pulled that off incarcerated. You see what I'm saying? I'm free, and I gotta be mindful about the cost and the poundage of turkey. You see what I'm saying? Incredible. Now, as we mentioned, right, Kodak dropped an album and social media provided their response with folks saying stuff along the lines of, Kodak Black 1K album sounds better than over half of these guys, and he's been sitting in jail for over a year. I mean, he had a little bit of time. You see what I'm saying? Another person came through and said, it was, Sheree B, the real Dr. B, came through and said, Kodak Black's the most consistent young ninja in the game. In reference to his album, Bill Israel, and another person saying, Bill Israel is effing hard, with the fire emojis, okay? Kodak Black's music makes me happy, close quote. I'm glad to see folks are feeling the album, and it's even better to note that the money the man makes is known to feed hungry families. You see what I'm saying? Now that's good news, right? Now that the good news is out the way, you're strapped in your seat only to realize that the seatbelt on this ride is busted. But we're already moving, so hold on tight. Remember that interview that Boosie had with Mike Tyson? There was a little bit of tension in the room when Mike pressed Boosie on comments concerning homosexuality. If you missed it, yo, take a listen.
Alright, you gonna be my helper with that.
No, because I see you're worthy of that. You have to believe that you're worthy of that.
Yeah.
You know.
I got feelings, I don't want people to think I ain't got no motherfucking feelings for nobody.
Now, lots of folks could understand Boosie choosing his words wisely, but Webby took a little bit of a different stance. Now, Iron Mike, the living Hulk, stated that he posed a question to Boosie in that manner because his daughter asked him to press Boosie about disrespecting the LGBT community. I believe his daughter is LGBT. Now, last time we covered this story, clowns came through in the comment section talking about, oh, he can't stand up against a bullet. So dumb. Yo, so you're gonna pop a beloved icon of the culture, Mike Tyson, because he asked you a difficult question? So dumb, right? So cowardly. Yo, if you can't answer for your views, don't default to pistols, man. You see what I'm saying? It shows you where these clowns can't verbalize their own views. You see what I'm saying? How pusillanimous. What's the short word? What's the short form of pusillanimous? Okay. Oh, my bad. Anyway, Webby stated, quote, man, B, you already know. If I was there, I would have got on that dude, Mike Tyson, behind for even playing with you like that. F all that. We too old to be playing it. F all that. I said what I said. Close quote. Y'all think I feel what Webby was saying a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Webby sound like he's saying he would have stood on his word, and in a sense, if you listen closely to the interview, Boosie stood on his word. And he explained himself that what Wade was pushing was on a young kid, and that's damn near child abuse type stuff. You see what I'm saying? I mean, the kid couldn't make his own decision. 12 years old, he can't vote, so he gonna now tell you what his biology is? But wait a minute. Ain't that the same dude that pulled the... Anyway, next story. Yeah, the ride is getting weak. It's up high, and it's about to go crazy. Right now, you're like, yo, the news ain't that bad, right? This ain't really bad news. Okay. Remember in that interview, there was someone sitting right next to Boosie that was uncomfortably listening to the Hulk's questions to Boosie? Well, that person is a Houston rapper who was working with Boosie by the name of Mo 3. And unfortunately, you probably already heard that the artist was gunned down yesterday at approximately 11 a.m. on the freeway. Now, the story is relatively murky, but as it plays out, the two cars were stopped on the freeway, and one story says that the second car pulled up to his and opened fire. Another story says that the suspect walked up to his car with a firearm. Now, although the time it is, at the time of this recording, the story's not quite clear, but word has it that upon being fired upon, Mo got out of the car and ran while the suspect continued firing multiple shots, even striking an innocent bystander. Needless to say, one of the shots struck Mo 3 in the back of the head, causing him to fall, and upon being taken to the hospital, Mo 3 was pronounced deceased. Now, oddly enough, that was the second time Mo 3 was shot in the head. He once mentioned that back in 2019, he got shot in the head before. The artist Melvin Noble leaves behind three young children, and the suspect has not been apprehended. Yo, we gotta stop this, bro. Now, 3 children will have to live their lives deeply impacted because someone couldn't keep their emotions in check. You see what I'm saying? Now, Boosie went to the gram after hearing the news and expressed a bit of rage when he said, quote, "Stop calling me and texting me, F you hoes, ninjas, fake behind family, all y'all can S my D. Suck my D, you know what I'm saying? All y'all got a motive effing with me anyway. Suck a D." Close quote. Before coming back an hour later saying, quote, "I'm lost for words. My boy, Mo 3, see you when I get there." Close quote. Now, since his murder, right, the artist gained 100,000 followers on the gram, and his streaming numbers have jumped up significantly. Hopefully, the children are the beneficiaries of everything that comes from that. So with everything happening, right, involving King Von and his untimely demise, we showed you a video involving Von and his nephew purchasing toy guns, right? They were like Nerf guns, which was one of the last lives that we understand King Von actually had. Now, if you missed it, yo, take a quick look.
I'm gonna shoot you after you get in the house.
Last nigga shot at me, guess what happened to him?
What?
Guess what happened to him?
Are we all gonna shoot at me?
Nah, I ain't gonna shoot you.
Oh no,
Huh? Grandbaby, you know you paying for this one this time.
No.
What?
No.
Crazy shit, I ain't got no money.
You?
Oh, damn. Alright, that's one. Come on, you do it, grandbaby. Bring that shit up.
Okay.
Wait, what the thing up? Alright, it's right here. Move your hand.
Okay, next. It's time for this one.
Damn, you gonna brace yourself.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Who gonna get shot?
You?
What I just tell you, last nigga shot? What'd he do? What happened to the nigga?
These are just my thoughts, right? Back in 2012, on a Saturday night, there were 2 teens that were killed and 24 others wounded in Chicago. This is back in 2012, about October. King Von took to Twitter at that time and posted something along the lines of, "Damn, Modell got killed in October. Who gonna get killed in November?" And seeing those pieces of information and combining that with lyrics that he's made on Ride about being thrown in a car and being already gone, it has me thinking about the concept of folks kind of sort of like, spiritually speaking, getting a heads up on things concerning, their own demise. You see what I'm saying? Do you even think that's possible? I mean, I'm just thinking out loud. You see what I'm saying? I'm not reporting any new information or anything like that. But I feel like sometimes it happens like that. Like we get a heads up of things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Yo, just stay prayed up. You see what I'm saying? And finally, I had a dream about Jay-Z last night. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I think covering this content and the constant exposure makes me nervous for artists, and it invades my dreams at night. You see what I'm saying? I dreamt that Jay-Z and Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, were walking down the street and cops pulled out burners on the both of them. Now, Jay-Z was cool, as you could have imagined in my dream, but Childish Gambino was wilding out. You're like, man, why you telling me about your random thoughts that you have while you sleeping, bruh? Because I woke up this morning to find out that a woman named Yasmina Payton was caught pulling a Splinter Cell and sneaking onto a plane that was headed to Los Angeles so she could meet Jay-Z. Is that where he lives? She avoided 2 security checkpoints at O'Hare, snuck onto a flight, and was eventually arrested for boarding a plane without proper documentation and felony criminal trespass. Why do I feel like she probably could have got away with all that? Her attorney stated that she suffers from anxiety disorder and PTSD. I'm like, yo, before you committed that crime or after, lady? Anyway, the judge ordered her to be released on $500 bail, and she is banned from the airport. Needless to say, Jay-Z don't know her. Yo, let us know what you think, right? Like, what are your thoughts on Webby's comments concerning what went down with Boosie and Mike Tyson? Do you think rappers rapping about murder and violence is largely connected to violence or murder towards them? I think that's something that a lot of people probably don't want to talk about, but it is a actuality. It is something that is factual. You see what I'm saying? If you stood in front of unbiased law or justice or the Most High, whatever you want to call it, it would be like, yo, man, this is what y'all been like. This is what you've probably been promoting or talking. And, you know, should we be shocked when something crazy goes left? I don't know, man. You know, these are just thoughts that I'm thinking, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.